Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And as you can see, I will be continuing my Defenders of the Shadowlands campaign where I left off. So we are in the dungeon. We just entered this room here, which I have determined is a storage area. So the dungeon is located here. And there we encountered, and we had determined this last episode, 4 grave robbers, which I stated as thieves by Shadowdark rules, and a thief is level 3, so this fits exactly the danger level of 6 of the dungeon, because going by the 1-on-1 monster table, danger level 6, which equals average party level 6, would be 1 level 3 monster per player hero. And I want to show you my newest toys, which are pretty convenient. And because from Drive-Thru-RPG, I bought the Shadowdark monster cards, and I printed them and cut them out, and I made little cheap cards by just using somewhat cheap sleeves with old D&D 4th edition power cards as card back that I had, and made myself these little monster cards. And this is especially great because here you can see the thief, so I don't have to flip through the book and write out stats. I can just pick the card that I need, put it down here in front of me, and I got all the stats that I need. So pick this up. They were around like $5, but as you can see, they're with art. And for those of you who don't like AI art, because I think this is AI art, they also have an art-free version. But if you purchase it, you purchase both versions. So, but I think for $5 with the artwork, at least the monsters that do not have a lot of stats, they get a picture. Other monsters like this vampire spawn doesn't get a picture because they need the room for the stats. But you can see, they're pretty neat. I like them, and they got all the monsters that you need. So it's a huge stack. So these are all the monster cards. I don't know if they're all in there, but the ones that you would need the most are definitely in there. So this should speed up the process a little bit. So as you can see, I've already set up this combat here. So last time we determined that they are hostile by a reaction roll. So this is the storage room. So we have some shelves and cupboards here. This is a pile of crates and boxes, and those are barrels. And like this thief here, he is rummaging through this shelf, and this guy is checking out the barrels and the crates. This guy is keeping an eye on the door, and this guy is rummaging through here. So they have torches, we have torches, so we all see each other, and we start combat. This will be, I tried again to not get messed up, so this represents the pawn slot, and everyone that has turned like this has activated this round, and then I will at the end of the round just flip this. Let's see how this goes. As usual, I'm using I go you go with the heroes going first. And we've already determined they're hostile, so let's get to it. So who will go first? Rio. He will go first, and he will, there's no such thing as charge, but he will charge this thief here. So I'll activate him. He charges forward, and he attacks with his Masterwork dagger that he has mastered, dealing d4 plus 3 damage and attacking plus 8. Alright, so let's see. And the thieves, they have an AC of 13 and 13 hit points. Plus 8 should be a piece of cake. 16 for 6 points of damage. So this thief is down to 7 HP. All right, 7. So 13, 7. Okay. So now the enemies go. This thief, he will immediately retaliate just in case he should die. And he attacks with his dagger or short sword. Dagger is +2, short sword +0. I have a pretty high AC actually, 18. Well, he doesn't know that, but he sees that I'm wearing chainmail armor. So because he thinks he can strike more precisely with his dagger, he will use the dagger. And because he's an enemy, I will be using the red die. And yeah, so he stabs at me with his dagger. 3, no, that's not a hit. All right, so we go again. Amira will go next. And she, let's see, she's the barbarian. I think she made cut down one. So she lets me handle this guy and moves down here. Actually, not into this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She moves down here. And so she charges wielding her battle axe two-handed, or her great axe, +4 d10 +2. All right, Amira, let's go. Let's cut this guy down. Yes, that is 12 +4. That's a hit. And d10 +2, that is 8. Let's see, +2. Yeah, 8 points of damage. Okay, so this guy is down to 5 from 13 down to 5 HP. Now they go. He will immediately retaliate. He will use his short sword +0, dealing 1d6. And Amira's got an AC of 14. Ooh, that hurts. 18 and 4 points of damage. So Amira, she's got 18 hit points, but now she's down to 14. Okay, so she suffers a minor wound. Now we go again. Lao, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's not enough. So Lao, he will aid Amira. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will aid Amira and strike with his masterwork short sword. +4, and that is a... Ooh, where's the d6 here? And that is a d6 +1, because it's a masterwork short sword. 7. That's not enough. That's 11. They have an AC of 13. So the thief sidesteps the attempt. Now the thieves go. So this guy, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes down here to sort of flank, but there's no such thing as flanking Amira, because he's seen she's already stabbed. So and he sidestepped this guy, so he thinks he's not that big of a threat. And he will also use the short sword +0. Ooh, 19 and 5 points of damage. Uy, 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 uy. Amira is at single digits, 9 hit points. All right, now we go. We got Cassandra left. Cassandra, let's see what she can do. Cure wounds, holy weapon, doesn't need that. Longsword, dagger, mace. So she will use the longsword. She will use the longsword and aid. Yeah, she will aid Amira by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by moving down here and stabbing with the longsword this thief right there. So longsword is a d8, And she attacks plus, where's her plus 3? Yeah, down there. It doesn't count, so I gotta reroll this as well, even though it was 8. 12, yes, that's a hit, and for 6 points of damage, which is enough to take this thief down. So she runs up behind him. He just sidestepped Lao's thrust, and she grabs him by the shoulder and thrusts her blade through him or into him, running him through. And as she pulls out the blade, there's the sucking noise as he goes numb and falls to the ground. All right, so we still got this guy up there, and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attacks Rio with his dagger. +2. What's that? Ooh, 19. Okay, that's a hit for 2 points. But Rio, he's doing good. He's at 23 hit points. Now he's at 21. Okay. So, we all have acted. Next round. Switch this. And I go, you go. We go first. Rio again. Going first, counterattacking, focusing on the wounded thief with his masterwork silver dagger, +8. Where's the d4? Here, +8. Ooh, good hit, but a 4, so I'll keep the damage because it counts, and I'm using, because it went through, I'm using the luck token. Because I got it from, where did I get the luck token from? Oh, from carousing. Yeah, from carousing. All right, trying again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Natural 1. Wasting the luck token, rolling a natural 1. So, no hit. This guy is still up and running, and he can't believe his luck, so he sidesteps and he immediately counterattacks with his dagger. But 9 + 2, that's not enough. All right, so we go again. That was an enemy, so we go. Amira. Let's see, she can rage 3 times day for 3 rounds, +1 to hit and +d4 damage, and she crits on an 18+. Okay, so she's hurting, so she is going to rage. So she basically grips the hilt of, although her great axe with 2 hands, that the knuckles turn white, and she lets out a primal roar and tries to, with a raging strike, so another +1 to hit, so that is +5, and another +d4 to damage. Okay, where is the d4? Here, let's see. Come on, Amira. All right, so that is a 6 +5. That is 11. That is not enough. Amira will use the luck token. I'm keeping the damage, 7 and 1. Even though the 1 is not that good, 7 is. And luck token. Amira, come on. Oh. 4, even worse. And I get +5. That is 9. So she also misses with her luck token. So this thief, he mocks her. Is that all you got, woman? He says. And with his short sword, being confident. But no, overconfident. 10 is not enough because he gets +0 with his short sword. All right, so we go again. Lao, moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. So this guy is still undamaged, and he is using the Masterwork short sword plus 4, d6 plus 1. He still has his luck token. Okay, so let's see. Yes, 17 and 6 points of damage plus 1, that is 7 points. So 13 minus 7, that is I think 6. Yes. So he cuts him. Now the enemies go again because I went. This guy attacking Rio with his dagger. Ooh, 12. That is 14. No. Rio is almost unhittable with AC 18 thanks to his dags and his plus 1 chainmail armor. Yeah, so he misses. So we have still Cassandra. All right, so she moves 1, 2, 3 up here and attacks with the longsword. Plus 3. Yes, 18 and 7 points of damage. That takes this guy out. You know what? I should roll moral, because now they have lost half their numbers. But those of you who've watched my channel for a while, you know I do not like moral rules at all. I think because I think sometimes it makes it too easy, because I think the encounters are somewhat balanced and I want a challenge. Otherwise, I also tend to make it too hard on myself. So then I got another total party kill, and then I'm also not happy. So I will use the moral rules, I guess, and see. I think I have to do like a wisdom thing. Let's see, moral. Okay, let's look at the table of content. Moral rules, it's in combat, so where's the content table? Here, okay, moral. Combat 88. I think on 88 there's then also moral. 88. Here, 88. Combat turns. Moral. Okay, so a DC 15 wisdom check. Enemies who are reduced to half their number or half their hit points for a solo enemy flee if they fail a DC 15 wisdom check. Okay, so DC 15 wisdom check. So what do they got? Wisdom plus 0. Okay. So it's a new round. And I would go. Let's make a moral check first for them. So I'm making one check for the entire group. They all have the same modifier. It's a DC 15. And they fail. Okay, so so it's our turn, but they will flee. So new round, we act. So I turn this around. We all acted, I guess. Yes, so, and I'm attacking with the Masterwork Silver Dagger. Ooh, 17 and maximum damage, which is 7 points, because I get plus 3, and this is exactly the 7 points this guy still has. So I sidestep, flip the dagger around in my hand, and as I sidestep, let's do it for the cinematics, because I could move actually also. step over here, and while I'm stepping over there, slide this guy's throat. See, so now I've already messed this up. So now this guy goes. Okay, so I'm out of here, he goes. It's all yours. And he takes a double move out of here. And I think we'll just let him go. All right, so he goes. And that ends combat. We are still in this room as Cassandra goes to Amira. Let me see your wound. So she goes over there, looks at Amira's wound. So she calms herself. So that was her first rage for the day. And goes, it's not as bad as it looks. Trying to be the tough barbarian woman. And Cassandra goes, well, I'll be the judge of that. I am the healer. So let me see. Yeah, I should do something about that wound. I mean, you don't know what those guys had on their blades. Maybe it gets infected or something. So she will cast Cure Wounds, which is a DC 11 Wisdom. And I think it was 1d6 plus half level rounded down. And now, she's still level 1. Yeah, damn. Okay, I thought because she, but she didn't level up yet. She didn't level up yet. So let's see, Cure Wounds. I think it was 1d6. Roll a number of d6 equal to 1 plus half level. So that is still 1. Half level rounded down. If she would be level 2, that would already be 2d6. So this gets pretty powerful, I think, pretty fast. But she's missing a few XP. Which reminds me, Hunter rules. So they are a total of 12 monster levels. So half that is 6 XP for the XP pool. I'm dividing this once. It's an even number for everyone. Okay. So she goes, yeah, let me be the judge of that. Yeah, I should do something about this. So she casts Cure Wounds. It is a +3 DC 11. Come on. Yes, but look at this. Was a 14, but only 1 point healed. So because she didn't lose the spell, I'll do it again. Because I still got my luck token. If I should lose the spell, I will use the luck token. So again, so she lays her hand on Amira, and there's the soft glow emanating from her hand, and the wound closes, and there's this soft pink light skin, new skin forming across the wound, and she keeps focusing and would lose the spell. However, I'm keeping the 6 and re-roll using my luck token. Come on, +3. I mean, what about those probabilities here? Damn it. +3, 11. Come on. Yes, lucky. All right, so that's a 16, 6 points of damage. That actually heals her back to full, to 14 hit points. And I will not press my luck, and I don't need to, because everybody else, Rio got hit, but he's at 21 out of 23, so I will not risk my cure spell for that. So she keeps focusing, and then she goes. That should do it. And Amira looks at her wound, which is not visible anymore. There's not a scar, just this fresh tissue, skin tissue. And she goes, well, feels great. Thank you. But you know what? Now I'm just realizing she is superstitious. and superstitious against magic, and she would only use potions and magic weapons. So I'm thinking, would she even let her heal her? But then the thing is, as far as I'm concerned, actually there's a difference between magic and clerical powers. Because if you, there it is also magic, it is divine magic. Okay, so I'm torn about this because I totally forgot, and it would have been actually a great role-playing opportunity, but I'm not going to retcon this. I let it pass for now. Maybe next time. So yeah, gotta keep that in mind. So divine magic is also magic, actually, I think. Yeah. So of course, this makes it a lot harder because then she is not willing to receive healing from Cassandra, and I don't have healing potions with me. Okay, so she's got to survive long enough so that we can complete a rest. Okay. But for now, it's good. So they come together and go, well, I don't know if these were rival adventurers just also looking for the artifact or just robbers looking for treasure. But since we're here now and there seems to be a lot of crates and barrels here, and we could use some coin as well, Rio says we should take a minute here and rummage through those things to see if maybe there's anything of value here that we can take with us. Yeah, okay, so they split up. Everybody is looking at stuff, and I'm using the D6 decider 456. There is something of value in here. So 456. Come on, D6 decider. Please. Yes, a 6. All right, so I rolled a 6. So let's turn to the Shadowdark treasure tables. And you know what? I will be a little sort of generous because I haven't quite figured out the systematics of this book yet. Let's see, where is treasure? Maybe I should mark the table of content here. Let's do that. All right, so modes of play. Monsters. Oh, treasure. It's behind the monsters. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Okay. So treasure 4 to 6. 272. 272. Treasure 4 to 6. Let's see what we find. D100. Okay. That is 62. 62. Ooh. A dragon bone crossbow carved as a roaring dragon, worth 60 gold. All right, and because I rolled a 6, I grant myself one more roll. So we're 2 carats 70, okay. And a large green scarab encased in amber. Okay, so Cassandra looks at this shelf there, and this is actually a weapons rack, and she looks through the weapons, and they're mostly junk, but there's this one finely crafted crossbow, and it looks like as if it is made out of bone, and it features very fine craftsmanship, a sculpted roaring dragon. And she goes, damn, this looks out of the ordinary. I think we better take this. And Amira, she looks at this shelf, and there are a couple of jars with different things in them, and one jar holds a large, very pure looking amber, and there's a perfectly intact, so there's like not a leg broken off or anything, a perfectly intact large green scarab inside this finely perfectly looking and very smooth amber. And she goes, this looks quite nice. Maybe some jewelsmith will pay something for that. I'll take it. Okay, so but there's not much else here. Okay, so we have the large green scarab and the let's make a note here. Pool gold, and I put loot down here. I'm not worried about slots right now because I got plenty. I mean, Cassandra, Amira, she has 16 slots. Rio has 16 slots because of his hauler thingy. So 14 plus 2. Yeah, okay, so we have a dragon bone crossbow. What did I say? It was like 65 or something gold. Let's see. 60 gold, and the amber was 75 gold. So around 60 gold, and the amber with scarab 75 gold. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, so then what do you say? North or south? Okay, so we check out both doors to see if there's any clue that would give us an indication if one door is better than the other. So Rio is let's make a perception check. Wisdom DC 12. 18. So if there's anything, so D6 decider 4, 5, 6, there's a clue, he will find it. No, so there's nothing on this door that indicates that they should use this door, or that there's some danger ahead or whatnot. And Lao, he will check out this door, DC 12, Wisdom 7. No, he doesn't see anything. So let's see, would there be anything? 1, 2, 3, no. 5, yes. So indeed, there's some indication that this door, let's see, how do I do this? That this door is actually more frequented. Yeah, so let's just say that maybe it is smoother going. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't see it. So Rio goes, anything? Nope, just looks like an ordinary door. And he goes, well, this one as well. So what do you say? Flip a coin, or do we vote on it, or what? And Cassandra goes, let fate decide. Let's flip a coin. Good idea. So 1, 2, 3 is north. So they go south. Okay. All right, so let's open this door. So they open the door, and it again opens up into a corridor. And let's see, by my framework, whenever you enter a corridor, roll 1d6. On a roll of 1, a wandering monster, and 2 to 3, there's a trap. Let's see. A wandering monster, a 1. Okay, So it's a wandering monster. And we are in a danger level 6 area. So we've already established the one-on-one monster level 3. So let's see let's roll on the chart here, and then I'll check with the levels what it could be. 6. Oh, kobolds. Actually, that does make sense because we encountered kobolds when we entered this dungeon. However, I would need a whole lot of them to bring the danger level back to up to 6. And I don't want to do that because I don't have that many kobolds handy here. So I'll just let me roll once more, and then maybe I'll just pick something from the card. 6 kobolds again. So actually, Fate really wants me to use kobolds, but I'm not going to do that. I'll be using, because it's also like a wandering monster, and there's not a trap. Ooh, that would be nasty. No. Let's see. I will use. Ooh, okay. A wraith. It's a level 8 monster, so slightly below the total, but it's one tough monster, and it fits. So let's see, do I have anything fitting here? Yeah, this one here. So I'm using this Draugr here to represent the wraith. Let's get this out of the way. So there is this corridor going down to the south. And as we open the door, so the description reads, a shadowy spirit seething with anger and malice. Its presence is unsettling to animals. Well, we don't have animals. It's a greater undead, immune to moral checks, only damaged by silver or magical sources. And thank God we have silvered weapons. Cassandra has not, but she can make her weapon into a holy weapon with her spell, and she's turned undead. Let's see how this works against a level 8 undead. So it's a greater undead. It's incorporeal. In place of attacks, become corporeal or incorporeal, and life drain. 1d4 con damage. Death if reduced to 0 con. Ooh, and it attacks 3 times. Death touch plus 6. 1d10 plus life drain. What have I got myself into? Okay, so there's this moving shadow that separates from the wall. Woo! And there's this wailing howl. And let's look up Turn Undead here for a moment. How this works. The spells. Spells here. Priest spell list 51. Spells 54. Okay, so here we have it. Cure wounds, turn undead. Let's see. Turn undead. Priest instant. You rebuke undead creatures, forcing them to flee. You must present a holy symbol to cast this spell. Undead creatures within near of you must make a charisma check versus your spellcasting check. If a creature fails by 10 plus points and is equal to or less than your level, it is destroyed. No, that won't happen. Otherwise, on a fail, it flees from you for 5 rounds. Okay, so charisma check. Of course, it's got charisma +3 versus my spellcasting check, which I haven't done yet. So let's do this. So there's this wraith separating this shadow, moving out from the wall, and there's this chill air, and it's cold, and there's this unsettling presence. And Cassandra goes, "That is a wraith, a greater undead. We must be careful." And she grabs her holy symbol, which she has on a chain around her neck, and she brandishes it and confidently steps into the hall with her holy symbol, and she goes, "Begone, soulless creature! By Saint Regnis, may her holy light drive you away." And this holy symbol hopefully starts to glow. All right, so it's a wisdom 11. She's got +3. Come on, Cassandra. No more luck token. Cassandra, come on, +3. Yeah, 17 +3. That is actually 20. So now it needs a charisma +3. Let's see. Charisma +3. Turn on that. If a creature fails by 10 plus, it would be destroyed. No. Versus your spellcasting check. Alright, so she also actually needs, or it needs a 17. Come on, brave. No, not come on. Fail, fail, fail. You gotta be kidding me. Look at this. It is an 18 +3 because it has a charisma modifier of +3, brings the total to 21 versus my 20. So once again, the dice are against me, even though I rolled good, and this wraith is utterly unimpressed by Cassandra's holy symbol. And we will do this combat in the next episode. All right, folks, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Defenders of the Shadowlands. The next episode of Defenders of the Shadowlands will take a while because I will be on a vacation starting Saturday for 3 weeks, and I will take an extensive break from YouTube, and we'll be back with new content in August. Until then, maybe catch up on things you haven't watched yet, and I don't know, maybe I managed to record 1 or 2 videos until Sunday that I then maybe upload so that you have something to watch, but no promises. So I hope you have a great start into the summer. So we had the last day of school here today in Germany, and we are looking forward to our family vacation. So until then, as always, thank you for watching, and stay safe and stay healthy. And until then, bye-bye.